All right, hi guys. Sorry I'm not there today. I wasn't feeling the best when I got home from work yesterday, so I took a test and then I'm waiting on my results. I wanted to do that before I came back just to be safe. But you guys do have a quiz today, so I'm not there obviously to do like a review with you. So I thought I would just make a quick video of me doing one type of each problem that's going to be on your quiz. You don't have to write any of this down. It's just me just showing you one more time, like a quick little study session in case you didn't study last night. Then this is your study session. Okay, so I'm going to make it quick. So the first question is going to be asking you to dilate the figure, and in this case it's saying by 0.5. So remember, the first thing I always do is I write down all the pre-image points. So I'm going to write D is at -1, 0. And then I'm going to leave some space so then I can write the new point. E is at 2, 4. F is at 2, -1. And then C is at 1, -3. So those are all of our pre-image, and then we're gonna go in, and I always like to write times 0.5 to everything, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. So this is how you should be showing your work on your quiz. You don't have to write the little times 0.5 each time, but I do wanna see like your pre-image coordinates and then your new coordinates. So then remember, when we label them, this is going to be D prime, E prime, F prime, and then C prime. And then now you just go and multiply everything. So -1 times that is -0.5 and then 0. And then 2 times 0.5 is 1, 4 times 0.5 is 2, 2 times 0.5 is 1, and this is -0.5. And then lastly, this is going to give me 0.5 and then -1.5. So now that I have all those points, those are now the points that I'm going to be plotting. And then make sure on your quiz you do type in like those new points, and then you're going to show me the graph on your paper. So then -0.50 is here, and then make sure you label it. E prime is at 1, 2. F is at 1, -0.5. And if you have like 0.5 points, it's fine. Like, I'm not going to take like a little magnifying glass and make sure everything's like perfect. Just if it's close enough, there we go. And then that is your new shape. So make sure it does look like the original shape, because remember, if it doesn't look like the same shape, then it's wrong. Okay, so that's dilation. So now finding the scale factor. So when you're asked to find the scale factor, you're given both, what's it called? The pre-image and the image. So in this case, remember the one that has like the prime on it, that's how we know that is the image. That's the new one. So remember, you can like literally pick whatever point your little heart desires. I'm gonna go with C. So C is at, what is it at? 0, 2. And then C prime is at 0, 3. And then remember, the formula is image over pre-image. So all I have to do is pick these points and then take the new one and divide it by the old one. But remember, you cannot use 0, 0 because it won't work. It'll give you an error. So I'm just going to take 3 because that's the y value of the new one, and divide it by 2, which gives me 1.5. And that's your answer. If you want to be sure on your quiz to make sure you did do it right, we can do another point. So yeah, let's just say I'm like, I want to be sure. So B is at 3, -2, and B prime is at do the same thing. I'm just going to use either the x's or the y's. And then, so let's just say I go with the x's. So I do image over pre-image, 4.5 over 3, and that is equal to 1.5. So just double checking to make sure I'm right, which I am. Okay, so that's dilations and scale factor. Now I'm gonna go over what we've been doing the last 2 days. So given the triangle, sorry, I have to like hand hold my phone. I don't have like a cool hover cam at home. So given the triangles are similar, find the value of x and then side LA. So we have to find x first. So this is where you're gonna be using your handy dandy highlighters. If you don't have highlighters for the quiz, you can totally borrow some from my drawer. Please keep it clean because Delaney and Kaylin worked very hard to keep it organized. So keep it organized. So first I'm gonna highlight side AB, and then that corresponds with side AL. And then next, side BC corresponds with side LM. And then lastly, side AC goes with this one. So always do that first, it's super helpful. So now we're gonna set up our proportions. So I always start with the one that has the variable first, just to make sure I get it. So we have 6x plus 6, and that is corresponding with 156. And then that is going to be equal to, so your other proportion, since I started with this triangle on top here, I have to start with this triangle again on top here. So the 28 has to go on top, and then the 91. And from here, I'm going to cross multiply. So we have 91 times 6x plus 6 equal to 156 times 28. I need a calculator. Give you, okay, 1 minute. Let me get my stuff. Cool. Okay, sorry, was not prepared for that. Didn't know the numbers would get so big. Okay, so now when we're solving for x, we need to distribute. So 91 times 6, 5, 4, 6x, and then 91 times 6 again, 5, 4, 6. And then 156 times 28 is 4,360. Yeah, these are huge. Okay, so now from here, you're just trying to solve for x. So I need to subtract 546 on both sides. So we're gonna have 546x equal to 3822. And then your last step to solve for x is to divide both sides by 546. And you get, with all those big numbers, you get x equals 7. Okay, so that's the first part of your answer. Then it's asking for side LA. So, where is that? That is here. So now what we do is we take LA and the 7. So LA is equal to this. And now I'm just going to plug it in. So 6 times 7. Sorry, my pens are annoying. Equals 6 times 7 is 42, plus 6 equals 48. So that is what LA equals. Okay, so you're going to be asked to do both on your quiz, so make sure you do get X first. And do the highlighting, please. It's so helpful. Like I said, just borrow markers if you need to. It's really helpful to see what goes with what. Okay, then the last question, you're going to be asked to solve for X and for Y, which is what I showed you yesterday, is that whole worksheet that hopefully you finished last night. So, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm going to solve for Y first just because it's pretty simple. So remember, when you're solving for y, these are the angle values. So since they're angles, that means they're congruent. So that means we are literally going to just set them equal to each other. Like that. Okay, super simple. And then now you just solve for y. So to solve for y, I'm going to add 19 to both sides. That gives me 154. And then I just divide both sides by 14. And that gives me 11. So y is done. Super fast, super simple. And then to do x, you're going to do it like how we did it up there. You're going to get your handy highlighters. Boom. Okay, so then you want to highlight what's corresponding. So obviously the 18 and this are in the same spot. And then the 21 and 28 are in the same spot. There's an extra 28. It's fine. Just ignore it. A lot of things give you extra information to see if you know how to like not use it. So don't use it. So for the proportions, I'm going to start with my variables. So x plus 14. That is going to sit on top of 18 because they're corresponding. And then since I started with this shape on top, I have to start with it again. So that's going to be 28 on top over 21. And then now cross multiply. And then now you solve for x, so we're going to distribute. And then this, 504. So now you can solve for x by subtracting 294 on both sides. And then divide by 21 on both sides. So sorry if you hear my fiance breathing loud. He's exercising, so he's, yeah, sorry. And that equals 10. Yay, okay, so that equals 10. Okay, so that is basically how your quiz is going to be. So hopefully this was helpful. Again, I'm sorry I'm not there, but I have strong faith in you guys and you will do great. But okay, so go ahead and start getting your Chromebooks out and get ready for Edulastic. If you are a new student to my class this semester, you will be taking the paper version of the quiz because you're not added into my class yet. But yeah, okay, all right, good luck, and hopefully I will see you soon. Bye.